Hi friends, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining today. And today I want to show you how I color anime hair. In my last completed pages video, I showed this cute chibi girl or anime kind of girl, and I said something about that. At the moment, I enjoy to color anime hair quite a bit, or anime eyes and all that stuff. So this is what I want to do today. And obviously most of our chibi girls, they have a little bit of a different style, because this hair was very liney. It had a lot of lines, but most of the anime type of hair is only blocks of hair. And with those lines, it is even easier. So I will show you how to tackle the normal anime hair. So we are continuing on this project here. I'm working in the Chibi Girls Halloween by Coco Wyo today again. And in the last video I showed you how I color anime eyes. So I will link it up in the corner, down in the info box. Somewhere you should find it, and if not, it was the video before this one. And yeah, today I want to tackle the anime hair. So as you can see, this has a lot less lines, but I hope still I would be able to color in that nicely. And I think, as I said, when you have all the lines, it's a little bit easier, and I think this is a little bit more difficult. So that's why I wanted to show you on these kind of pictures, because I think these are more common in our chibi books. So I have zoomed you in. Let's get started. First, I'm going to show you my palette that I have prepared. So I do have my Posca pans here. White is very important, and I have a selection of different shades. I will need the Posca pen. This will be the fun part. You could also use a gel pen, but I think the Posca works better here because it's more opaque. So this is the color combination. I also will try to write it down in the info box so that you can easily find it there. So I'm going to use lavender, lilac, Parma violet, imperial violet, and maybe violet blue. I'm not sure about the violet blue, but if I need a darker tone, then it would be this one. Then a white Prisma and a white Posca. And obviously alcohol marker base, which I have already done. So for my technique, the alcohol marker base is quite important, so that I have established a shade already. So because I will actually start with a white Prisma pen, and how I tackle it, I will start to draw in where I want to have my highlights. And that I can only do if there is already a shade that is darker than white, obviously. So that's why this marker base is quite important for my technique here. Actually, it's not a technique, but it's just how I do it. And one thing, those lines stopped about here, and I just pulled them up with a pencil to the top, so that I have at least a few lines here. So a few hair sections that will make it a little bit easier if it's just one block. And now I have to decide where to put my highlight, and I think it will be around the center of this pony here. And I think I will just start to do some squiggly lines. So and then maybe do one longer, and then to this side I go like a little bit rounded, and to the other side I do like a half moon to the other side. And yeah, I hope it is showing up because it is white, of course. So, and then you connect it, and maybe here we can do a longer, whiter line. So, and then here the same. So just something like that. Yeah, I hope it shows up a little bit, and then I will just continue to do that. So I do a longer line here, and in between some shorter lines. And you know, always like those little triangular shapes. And maybe here where there is the end of one strand, I might go down just a little bit more and a little bit more up to do a really prominent highlight here, and maybe here do a longer line. This is pencil, so there can't happen anything. And I'm trying to go a little bit round, not too much, but just a little bit. And then here we've got obviously a little bit of more space. And the only thing is that the Prismas get very blunt very quickly. So I just sharpen it a little bit. So. Oh, no, no. So something like that. And I also do it on the other side. Maybe sometimes go up a little bit more, I mean, and sometimes down. Yeah, but something like this. And then I also go in and add some more highlights here on the other hair strands, actually. So maybe down here. And yeah, I just do some kind of a zigzag. So something like that. You know, just a zigzag, and then it is combined with a longer stroke on the end of the strand. Just thinking, yeah, I will put it here. Okay, I think that's already quite nice. And yeah, this is just to protect the highlight section a little bit. So the easiest way is really just to do a zigzag line and then some longer lines at the end of a strand. And that's actually all. Okay. Yeah, I hope you can see it. It's very light. So now I would go in with lilac. That is the second lightest color. And I'm just going to actually also go down in like strokes a little bit. Yeah, the problem here with this hair is really that there is basically so let's work on one of her strands first. I'm going in with the lavender to bring down the highlights here a little bit and to bring them up as well. And I will go over the white a little bit. Okay. Now I'll go in with my Parma Violet and darken up, especially top and bottom part, so to speak. So something like that. I'm blending in with lilac a little bit here. Okay, and I don't want to use the lavender. This makes this really nice pinkish tone. And maybe I will just go ahead and do all of this to the rest of the hair. I might fast forward this a little bit so that it's not too boring for you. Or maybe I do one part in slow and just after that fast forward a little bit. So that I don't want the video to be too long. This shall be a short video. So, and I'm thinking if I could even leave out the lilac, because it is, no, I'm not that sure. that there is a huge difference actually. Okay, now the Parma Violet. So something like that actually. I'm just thinking if it wouldn't look nice if we had a little bit of a highlight here on this side and then go over with the lavender to make it a little bit pink. I could have done this of course from the beginning, but I just decided to do it now. Yes, I think that looks even better. Maybe we are doing a highlight as outlining here. Yeah, I think that would look good. So it should look something like that. Okay. I'm going over the white highlight just a little bit so that it's not that harsh, you know. And but you could also, of course, lighten it with the white again. Just going over some areas, you know. So that it looks something like that. Okay, I will do one more strand and then I think I will just, yeah, call it the rest of, also, I will do just one more part and then I think I might speed this up a little bit. This is going to take too long. So I actually hope that you understand what I'm doing. So I think I will do a little bit of highlight on the outline of this hair. And I go straight up. I think that looks nice. And then I'm going in with the lavender too. And I just go over the white a little bit. And I'm going right next to the highlight and I'm stroking down a little bit so that we do have this color a little bit. You can also go over the white a little bit. And then I'm going in with the no, I think I'm going in with the lavender to, you know, directly make some of the colors a little bit darker. Okay, like this. And then I go in with the lilac and, oh my gosh, why are they so pointy? Okay, like this. And now I want to show you how to continue. So now I would take the Imperial Violet, which is maybe the darkest tone, I'm not quite sure. If it's not dark enough for me, then I would go in with the Violet Blue as well. But for now I will try with the Imperial Violet and just see how that looks. So And all I'm doing is like, yeah, doing lines actually. Again. Yeah, and one or two I even stroke through. I think this is dark enough for me. Let's see. No, I think with the Emperor Violet it is dark enough. I wouldn't add the violet blue here. Yeah, no, I would only go in and blend this a little bit more. Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Okay, and where I went over a little bit, I'm just trying to erase it. Okay. So, but yeah, actually this is the style that I'm going forward here. So this is actually the style that I'm trying to, yeah, to go for. So, the video would be too long if I would call it a complete hair here. So I think, I hope that you kind of could follow my steps here, how I do it. I actually try to do like the highlight colors around the white highlights that we had placed in the beginning, and then do some strokes downwards and upwards, and then with the darker colors I was going up from the down side, and yeah, so that we get some strokes actually. It's hard to explain. So I'm not quite sure if I should record it and so that you can see it fast forwarded the rest. But maybe I should do that. But I will turn off the microphone and turn on some music for myself. So, and then I will just fast forward until I have finished all the rest of the hair, and then I come back and then we do the post-correction, which is actually the biggest fun on this type of hair for me. When we put those really harsh highlights, that's really cool. So I will see you in a moment. Okay, so this is how it looks so far. And now we come to the fun part. So I'm grabbing my Posca pen, wet Posca. Give it a good shake, and then we go in and put some very nice highlights here. And I'm doing like little dots and then a stroke every now and then. And I am actually, like following these lines a little bit. But making the highlights like small, a small squiggly line. So something like that. Because I actually don't want them too harsh. And if you think it's too much a little bit, then obviously you can take away with your pencil. So, and you don't need to connect every line here. So be careful not to ruin the result now. Okay, and I'm doing some more down here. Oh. And sometimes some like little dots would be enough even. So something like that. And then I would go in with the gel pen to make some longer, smaller lines. Because the Posca is maybe a little bit too thick for that. So then you can actually go and make some longer. Highlights. my gel pen is not flying so nicely. But yeah, that's actually it. So this is the anime hair. Be careful to not overdo it with the highlights here. I maybe put a little bit too much, but sometimes it is hard to stop when you start it. And do like very small highlights, just a little squiggly line, maybe some dots, and every now and then a longer line, and that will be okay. So I hope you enjoyed this kind of how I color anime hair, and maybe you also want to color your anime hair a little bit like this. I do like this method. Yeah, I think it's nice. So I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope I will see you in my next video. So until then, take care everyone, happy coloring, and bye!